Good morning. Good morning. I'm dressed for Halloween. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is the fourth Sunday in our 40-day Prosperity, Adventures in Prosperity program for the year. And so I want to welcome you to that consciousness of prosperity and abundance in your life individually and as ours as a community. We're having our Tuesday night and our Thursday night groups, and if you're not involved with that and wish to know more about that, please see Paul or Dr. Michael or any one of us on the practitioner corps or the core council can give you information on that. We're looking at two books this year, the Abundance book by John Randolph Price, and also 5 Gifts for an Abundant Life by Diane Harmony. So, what a wonderful, wonderful service already this morning. I'm just really feeling very blessed to be here. And I want to say that I really, really enjoy hearing the sharing and the words and the gifts that people bring to our center and the gifts that they receive from our center. And so this morning I'm asking Bruce Wortham to share a couple minutes of his experience with all of us. Thank you.
Good morning. A little over 6 years ago, my partner Lou and I found our way here to this center. And I'd like to, you quote Barker, I'll quote Barbra Streisand. I hope you don't mind. There's a song that she sings in her spiritual album, and the leading sentences, "When I walked through these doors, I sensed the presence, and we knew that this place was where love abounds." And how true that is for this center. The love is here, the love is with you as you sit here, all around you. Lou and I joined the church, and we had our first class, a foundations class led by the wonderful Rev Bev. And at the end of that class, we had a project. And my project, I decided I was going to write. And I did this free-form, written narrative, sort of a bio type of thing. And it was basically all of the phases of my life, particularly the spiritual end of it, the interpretation of spiritual changes in my life. And at each break in those phases, I used the same 3 words: to be continued. And I ended the whole bio by those same 3 words: to be continued. And I'm here today to tell you, 6 years later, the journey continued. And it's continuing right now as I stand here. There is so much love that is within me. It's hard to really get all of this all in 2 minutes, but I will try. The 6 years have been filled with an abundance of love, an abundance of joy, an abundance of learning, a little sadness with the loss of my partner. And it's also given us a new insight into our responsibility to the center, because we have received so much, Lou and I. And because we have received, the law of circulation says we give back, and that's exactly what it is with us. It doesn't have to be the same as the person sitting next to you. It's your time, your talent, your treasures, but it doesn't have to be identical. Contribute what you can. Share what you can. And then it's perfect for you. And that is what has been going on. It's been a beautiful, beautiful journey at this point. A few weeks ago, I completed another segment of that journey, and I completed the most recent class that I have taken here at Science of Mind, and that's with this thing called you. And I recommend this highly. It's a beautiful book. It's beautifully written. It's extremely, extremely spiritual, and you will love it. And I would like to share something that happened in that class, because at the very end of that class, once again, I picked pen to paper and I wrote something. We all wrote something. We wrote a spiritual personal creed. And I just want to share a couple of lines. I recognize my life as a beautiful, exciting adventure where I see the face of God in everyone and in all things, wherever I may be. And I am grateful. I am so very, very grateful. Grateful for this magnificent life. Grateful for this magnificent journey. To be continued.
How wonderful. Thank you so much, Bruce. This week in our program, the theme, the principle that we're looking at is the law of circulation and tithing. And this very week in the Joyous Freedom Journal, which I'm doing this year, in the middle of the week, this came up that I wanted to share with you, showing you how the spiritual laws and the laws of nature are so alike. 2 seas in Jordan are fed by the same river. One is lush, green, and home to many animals and plants, the Sea of Galilee. The other is filled with so many minerals and salts that nothing lives in it or on its banks, the Dead Sea. The only difference between the two is that the Sea of Galilee has an outflow, the Dead Sea does not. Giving means not hoarding. Giving freely creates outflow. Giving freely reminds you that you have already received so much, and there is always more to come. Giving is both an affirmation and an act of gratitude. And I want to extend, because of the talk of heart and head and the treatment that we experienced and the sharing that we just heard, I want to extend an invitation. If any of you are experiencing a moment that I have experienced in my life before, where you're a little queasy or a little itchy when it comes to giving or talking about money in the Center for Spiritual Living, or the word tithing just kind of I've been there. I get it. So if you're experiencing anything like that, I want to invite you to open yourself up to all the love and the resources that are here. The things to read, the practitioners and the ministers that love to pray about this stuff and talk about this stuff. You know, just avail yourself to the possibility of a new awareness and some expansion in that area. And lose the twitch. You can, you really can. So, with great gusto, I invite you to pick up these beautiful pink affirmations. And with mind and heart together, say with me, please. The law of circulation is God in action. God's life is my life now. I live in the divine flow of good. I am grateful for all that I am able to give. I am grateful for all that I receive. This is abundance and prosperity in action, and so it is.